That's
There we
funny.
go.
It's peppercorn
So just
party
a
you're
note,
about
if you
to
guys
see.
see my face in a meeting, please remind me to record.
I have to
Okay?
go
Oh,
soup.
there you go, Luke. Always remind Miss Maltese.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to bring up our workshop PowerPoint. One moment, please. All right, guys. So, as we mentioned earlier, we have our daily task challenge. Send in a picture of either helping to find items in the store
clues on Matic?
or sweeping the garage. If you don't have a garage, you can always sweep the back patio or front porch, okay? We also have our L3 challenge. If you log into your L3 account, you'll see these two games on the dashboard. There's a variety of other games too, but if you play these, your name will be on the Wall of Champions. Speaking of Wall of Champions, woo, we have Holden and Morgan. They completed both L3 games. Awesome job, guys.
Nice
And
job.
Zachary was able to get Symbolsaurus done. So awesome. I would love to put some more names on our Wall of Champions. Okay, my friends? Yeah. Okay, and I would love to get some pictures on here. So send me those pictures of either helping finding things in the store or sweeping. Okay, and then we have our fitness check. Can anyone tell me why it's so important to have a fitness check?
Oh, you guys might have to unmute yourselves.
Jack, why is it important?
I don't
All right, well, we'll just go ahead and stay on mute. And,
I don't know why.
well, it's important to get up and move around, or if your job is involving a lot of movement, to do some stretches. You look at Kyle's getting warmed up for yoga. There you go, doing the worm or wave or whatever. So you want to make sure to take a few moments, take that break and stretch out, move around, take care of yourself. All right, so we are going to do a little bit of yoga right now. I would really love to see everyone take a moment to participate. These are all very easy, basic movements. You're moving your head around, you're stretching your arms. You may be just leaning over in your seat and stretching out your legs. And of course, with yoga, it's really important to have those deep, even breaths, okay? So let's take a few moments to do this, and then we'll get busy with our workshop activity. So one moment while I share my screen.
So the booty's on the edge of the chair, and you have a nice, long, tall spine. Take the hands on the thighs, make sure the ankles are directly under the knees, and just holding the knees or the thighs wherever comfortable for you. You're just going to inhale and feel the heart lift. So imagine you had a flashlight right around here that you wanted to shine up towards the ceiling, and then the chin just can either stay neutral or lifted slightly, but only as much as feels comfortable for you. And then on the exhale, round back on your sits bones. It's not fun to think about, but I think about being punched in the gut. Round way back on your sits bones and take your chin all the way into your chest. Good. So your inhale initiates this movement. You get tall. The collarbones move away from one another like two canoes. Lift the chin only if it feels comfortable. You can always keep it dipped. Most important is to open across the chest. And then exhale deeply, round. Chin falls into the body, head heavy, roll back on the sits bones. Let's do this a little faster now. So inhale, open across the chest, shoulder blades draw together on the back. Exhale. It's like you were punched in the gut, you roll back on the sitting bones. Really don't be afraid to take the chin into the chest deeply so you can get a nice big stretch between the shoulder blades. Inhaling and exhaling. See if you can breathe in and out through the nose. Breathing in, fill up the chest, shoulders glide down and back. Exhale, hollow out the belly, round deeply, chin into chest. Beautiful. Inhale, come back to a tall spine. Now for this one, you may want to take your feet a little bit wider apart on the floor. So instead of being hip width apart, they're almost even a little farther apart. If you look at my feet. And then inhale, you're going to come forward, and it's like your upper body is stirring a giant pot. So as you inhale, you should feel yourself rock forward on your sits bones, like your pelvis is tipping forward. And then as you breathe out, round back on your sits bones. Again, it's like that feeling of being punched in the gut. And then imagine you were, again, like in the middle of a huge cauldron. So you want your shoulder to really scrape the left side of the cauldron and the right side of the cauldron. So you're just making these huge circles. Let's reverse the circles and go the other way. And breathing nice, long, and slow, and deep. Stirring the inside of this giant pot. Good. Inhale, come back to a tall spine. Bring the feet back towards one another so the heels are directly under the knees, hip width apart again. For this next one, we're going to come into a forward fold. See what range of motion works for you. First, just extend the left leg. Inhale, get tall. So you're going to flex the left toes back towards your face. And if you have shoes on, that's okay. Just have like the very bottom part of your shoe on the ground. So you can inhale, get tall. Look that your shoe or your 5 toes are pointing straight up towards the ceiling. And then just hinge forward. So you're just going to kind of feel a stretch, hopefully, along the back of the left leg here. A lot of times, tightness in the sciatic nerve or the back of the legs contributing to our low back pain. Now, inhale, get tall here, send the heart forward. And then exhale, use your abs to keep this long spine. If you need to kind of hold the right knee for support, that's all right. 3 more deep breaths here. The goal is we just don't want to be rounded and hunched over. We want to have a nice long spine. Tailbone to crown of head long. Last breath. Good. Press yourself up, taking this into a hip stretch. So if you don't have a lot of range of motion in the hips, no big deal.
Guys, make sure to stay muted. It echoes when there's videos on.
Over the right. And you might want to take your heels a little closer towards you, and you're going to fold forward here. You could also cross like this, left ankle over right, like this. We're looking for a stretch in the outer left hip. If you can get the left ankle on the knee, this would be a place to be as well. Yeah, so pick any one of those options. Inhale, get tall, and then exhale, fold. And you can always hold your chair for support. So hold the chair. Yeah? And then 3 deep breaths here. Remember, spine is long, heart is shooting forward. No rounded back. Nice, big, long, slow, deep breaths. And you're looking for a stretch in the outer left hip. Left ankle is over the right knee, or it's just crossing the right leg in some capacity that feels okay for you. Last big, deep breath. And then we'll take both these stretches on the second side. So placing the left foot down, now the right leg is going to straighten. So we'll take the hamstring stretch first. So your shoe or 5 toes are pointing straight up. Inhale, get tall first. And then exhale, hinge forward at the hips, keeping a long spine as best you can. You can place the hands on the left thigh if you need that support. And you can hold the back of the underside of the chair too here if you need it. Inhale, think length. Beam of light shooting out the crown of the head, out of the heart. Exhale, maybe you fold a little bit deeper into the stretch, but without rounding the upper body. Shoulder blades glide down and back. One more huge deep breath here. Good, and then setting up for our hip stretch, press yourself up. Again, you're going to choose. Some of you will need to extend the left leg and cross the right ankle over And again, hinge forward like this. Now we're looking for a stretch in the outer right hip, right? So the ankles can be crossed, cross at the shin, or if you're able, 90 degrees here.
Louise,
and the
try and
right
stay
ankle
muted,
pulling
please.
over the left thigh. Hinge forward, hold the sides of your chair for support, glide the shoulders down the back, send the heart forward. Huge deep breath. The chin, make sure the back of the neck is long. Sitting bones are rooting, and then from the tailbone to the crown of the head, there's just this magnificent long line of energy. Last breath. Good. Foot down. Coming into a spinal twist. So once again, feet are underneath the knees. Inhale, nice long, slow, deep in-breath. Exhale, take the right hand to the left side of your chair and come into a twist. So you really use your chair for support here, whatever kind of chair you might have at home, and then reroute your feet into the ground. So whether you're with shoes or bare feet, press into the earth a lot, and that's going to help you feel the twist in a much deeper way. You really feel the feet rooting. Inhale, pull the belly button in towards the spine, and then make sure you're not just twisting with your neck. So actually take your neck the opposite way of the twist. Yeah, so I like to call this the vein twist. I'm not twisting. So you're just twisting in the upper back. Keep pressing the feet down. Press the feet down a lot into the floor. Last breath. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up, sweep up. And we'll take it the other way. So left hand holds the right side of the chair. Using your chair however you need to for support. You could always just have the hand on the outer thigh, so whatever works for you. Inhale, get tall, sitting bones to crown of head. Exhale, pull the navel into the spine, so it's length in the spine that guides you into this rotation. Press the feet into the ground firmly. Notice how that totally changes the energy of the twist. Inhale, get taller through the back of the head. Back of the neck is long. Root through the sits bones. And now take the head out of it. So turn your head towards the front of the room. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist a little deeper, and you're really feeling the twist in the upper back as opposed to in the head and neck. Beautiful. Inhale, reach both arms up.
Awesome, guys.
Exhale, take the right.
Awesome. So I hope everybody feels a little bit better after that. So we are going to continue reviewing the tools from the workshop. Yesterday we talked about different safety factors with tools. Can anybody tell me anything they remember from that? What is one safety rule when using tools? You can unmute yourself and answer.
Louise is muted. Jack
one?
raised his hand too.
A fitness check.
Well, no, with the tools. What's one of the safety rules with tools?
Put stuff away.
Yeah, keep everything neat and organized and put it away in its spot. You don't want to leave it like hanging over the edge of the workbench or anything. So, yep, that's definitely one of them. Can anyone tell me another one? Do we stuff our pockets full of tools and walk around?
Remember any rules about tools?
All right, so we don't stuff our pockets full of tools. If a tool is broken, we definitely don't want to use it. We want to let your teacher know. We don't run around with tools. And if the tool has a sharp edge, you always handle it by the handle. All right, so let's take a look at some more information. This is going to be a review of the different tools we have in the workshop. So just give me one moment to bring that up. All right, here, that's our toolbox. Let's take a look at some toolbox essentials.
Nothing's running. That's what you had yesterday. So what things are in the tools?
Top 10 essential tools everyone needs in their toolbox. Firstly, it's always handy to have a big toolbox that can be compartmentalized as well. Okay, firstly, it's always important to have a good set of tools. Make sure you have one that can cut through wood, a coping saw so you can cut around corners, as well as a hacksaw so you can cut through metal. Next, always make sure you have a hammer in your toolbox, as well as an adjustable spanner, or if you're in America, a wrench. A set of G-clamps are also a great thing to have because they're perfect in keeping wood together while screwing, drilling, sawing, or sticking. Drafter spares are also brilliant when you need to measure a straight line across a perfect 90-degree angle. Next, a cordless electric drill is a must-have with some drill bits to go with it, plus a ratchet screwdriver with a screwdriver bit set, which can also be used with your cordless drill. A chisel is always a handy thing to have, plus a multi-tool which has all your essential tools in one. Things like pliers, blades, screwdrivers, and more. And the 10th essential thing for your toolbox is measuring equipment. So always make sure you carry a tape measure with pencils and a pencil sharpener. And they are my top 10 essential tools everyone should have in their toolbox. Now, if you love this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, and also remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell button to be notified when I upload.
All right, guys, so you see there, their toolbox was a little different than ours, but it had a lot of the same items. And did you also notice he had a tool belt on for all his tools? He didn't have them stuffed in his pocket. Let's see what's next. All right, so we have all of our tools. Let's go through some of them. Does anyone know what this one is? Here at the top. Can you read the name of that tool?
Hammer.
Yeah, we got the hammer. Okay, we've got a socket wrench here. Wire stripper. You have a wrench there. Ratchets. Screw bits. We have a screwdriver and another screwdriver.
And we have the scissors.
Scissors. We have a digital voltage tester. A large screwdriver, and our tape measure. Oh, what's over here in the corner?
It's part
and
of
we have an Allen wrench.
Part of like screwing something on.
Yep.
Or hammering it.
Yep. So, and we've used a bunch of these tools, right? We used a hammer when we practiced hammering in nails. We used a screwdriver, both types, the Phillips and the flathead. We've used the wrench. So a lot of these tools you guys are familiar with. And even the wire stripper. All right, so can anyone tell me, what is this tool?
A ruler.
Well, it does measure things, but what's the official name of it? We don't call it a ruler.
Dirt.
What's this called?
Dirt.
Holden just said, yep.
Yeah, you just said it.
Holden, good job. Tape measure.
Tape measure. That's
Yeah,
right.
it's the same concept as a ruler, except it's a lot longer. So let's watch a little video about how we can properly use a tape measure.
It's part of like
Oh,
how many
hold on,
inches
Zach,
or
you want to
something.
listen to the video, okay?
Hi, Tom Walls, Carbide Processor. Oh, there it is. Doing a video about our new promotional item. This is a little pocket ruler with a sliding clip. And on the conversion chart on the back, nice and steel, nice and straight. I got out my genuine Mitutoyo caliper, which was well over $100 at the local, in our case, it's Tacoma Screw Products, but which was a fair price, and it's an excellent instrument. but I used it to measure the accuracy on this. As near as I can tell, it's dead on. So this is a beautiful little pocket tool. This is the kind of tool that you see in the pockets of guys who come out and actually fix it. If you got a problem with a machine, somebody comes out, older guy, usually a big guy, maybe the sleeve's ripped off, and he takes it and he goes, yeah. Better build her up a little. About time to replace her, something like that. This is the type of tool carried by people who just really know what they're doing. If you haven't heard the joke, look up the joke about one ranger, one riot. But anyway, these are free with an order from Southeast Tool. And you can go on our website and get all the details or call here. So that is it. A really, really great premium.
All right, see what the next tool is. Ooh, does anyone want to guess? What is this?
You guys might have to unmute yourselves.
Is that like I can't think of something. What is that?
It's kind of tricky. This is the hex wrench.
Hex wrench?
Yep, let's watch a little video on a hex wrench.
All right, these are Allen wrenches or key wrenches. People have different names for it, or a hex wrench. They call it a hex wrench because there's 8 sides to it. If you look at it, you can count it, and there's 8 sides to this wrench, or not 8, excuse me, 6 sides to the wrench in X, because if it were a 8-sided wrench, it would be called an oct wrench for like octopus. You get it? Octopus? Not funny. Well, anyway, this is a hex wrench. These are hex wrenches. All right. If you have IKEA furniture, if you're putting anything like from IKEA together, you probably used a hex wrench to put it together. Okay. So this is what it is. Usually hex wrenches either come like in a Swiss Army knife like container or setup. Or they come in like this, that comes into your local toolbox right here. Now these are really essential to every toolbox because you never know when you're going to need a hex wrench. But when you do need a hex wrench, you really need a hex wrench because other tools will not get the job done. So don't forget to check out the description for more information.
All righty, guys. Let's see what's next. Ooh, we didn't use this one. This one is a digital voltage detector. So let's see what that is used for. So that's an important tool to use if you're checking electricity. All righty, these are the ratchets. Let's watch a video on how those are used.
Okay, if you've ever wondered how to put a socket on a socket wrench, so right here we have a 3/8 inch drive. That's what they call it. It's a size of it, and here's the socket. So the socket has two sides. It's got that side and it's got this side. So what you want to do is, for this particular socket wrench, you push down on this. See that? You push down on that. So push in, and then you get the fat square side, and you line up the square and the square in the hole, and you put it in there, let go, and now you hear that ratcheting? That ratcheting is the sound of when, that's not, if you go the opposite way.
Right. So our wrench is a little bit different in the workshop, but the concept is the same. You pick the size that you need and put it on. Right, and now, what are these, guys? Can anyone tell me what these tools are?
The screwdrivers.
Yep. So these are the flathead and Phillips screwdrivers. So let's see information on those tools.
All right, there are two different types of screwdrivers. You have your Phillips screwdriver and you have your flathead screwdriver. If you look at the screw, okay, there's a cross section, right? And it kind of looks funny. Kind of looks like a cross right here. This long piece right here is meant for a flathead screwdriver, okay? Some screws will only have one cross in here, not a cross, one divot in here, so you can't put a Phillips screwdriver in here, okay? So this is a flathead screwdriver. You see how it fits right in this little slot right here? You can use this screwdriver if it has a long slot enough for you to put the screwdriver head in there. You see that? And here is a Phillips screwdriver, which has a star shape, right? It has a star shape, which fits perfectly inside of this screw right here, okay? You're able to fit it in and you won't have it strip out. So this is the difference between a Phillips screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Alrighty, and does anyone know what this is? What does it look like?
Might have to unmute yourself. You know what? Rocky raised his hand at the last question.
Oh, cool. Rocky, did you want to have some input?
Screw bits.
Yep, these are different screw bits. Whoops. You got it, my friend, because you can see we've got the flathead, we've got the Phillips, and then we've got some other types. So these are different screw bits. Good job. And you can see here we got numbers that indicate the size, and it kind of gives you a picture of what it is. So let's see a video on how we use these.
Yes.
you guys notice what he's doing? He needs to use those screws to either build something or fix something. So he's trying to find the right size screw bit, because one of them just spins in the head of the screw. The other one fits securely and would actually move the screw. So it's important to find the right size and the right tool for the job. All right, what's this, guys?
What are those?
Oh,
Scissors.
Let's see who's
They're loud.
Scissors.
Yeah, you got it. It's scissors.
nice job, Dill.
All right, and we know we've got a lot of different size scissors, and sometimes scissors are used for certain items. So let's watch a little video on scissors.
What do you use scissors for?
Oops. Well, maybe we won't. The video's not working. But we all know sometimes, like for me personally, I have a special pair of scissors at my house that is used only for material because I sew. So those cannot be used to, you know, cut newspaper or wires. So, and some scissors are for crafts, and other ones you might have a pair of scissors in the kitchen that's used for food. So scissors can be used for different things. All right, does anyone know the name of this tool?
Unmute yourself if you know the answer.
Or if you want to guess, that's okay.
Do I want to guess that?
Plus.
Pliers?
Glove
Oh,
parts?
very close. It's a
Wait.
wrench. It does kind of look like pliers. That's a good one. Good call there. This is a wrench. Alrighty, guys. Well, we will end it there. We'll review some more tools tomorrow. So awesome job, guys.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your input. And I hope you have a good rest of the afternoon, and we'll see you bright and early tomorrow at 8:30 for math, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I might see you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, Rocky. Bye, Holden.
I see.
Bye, Dylan.
Bye, Dill. Bye, Dylan's mom.
Bye-bye.
Come on, Dill.